Okay, okay, very nice. So, in the semester 3, we have 7 subjects. Okay, out of that, all the subjects, one of the most important subject is financial management. Okay, so in the semester 3, we are dealing with the financial management, and as you are aware with the system of university, we have total 3 components for the evaluation that we will discuss later on. So let me start first the introduction of subject. Then after we see which type of content is available in the subject that we need to learn during the semester. And then we go for the reference books. Then we go for the discussion about the internal evaluation. And lastly, we discuss the how we are going to evaluate or how we are going to conduct the final examination. Okay. So today agenda is to just give the overview about the subject, including the syllabus discussion, internal evaluations, what you need to do, and what are the other components that required that you need to do during the semester. So first, let me start with the syllabus part. As you are aware, in most of the subjects, we have 5 units. Okay. So again, in the financial management, we have 5 subjects. 5 units. And let me start with the first unit. Unit number 1 is all about introduction to financial management, in which we try to understand the meaning of finance management, financial management. We try to understand the nature of financial management, the scope of financial management. There are 2 objectives of financial management. One is profit maximization and second one is wealth maximization. So we also try to understand both the objectives, how can profit maximization can be done, or how wealth maximization can be done, what are the other objectives of financial management are there. Okay, and then after we try to understand the role of finance manager in 21st century. Suppose after the completion of your graduation and master degree, you are applying for a manager and you are allocated the finance department. So in that, in this current scenario, which are your responsibilities, what you need to do as a finance manager? So practically we will discuss that, which are the role and responsibilities of finance managers in the current scenario. Then after, in the second part, actually it is not the second part, it is continue part, but for your better understandings, I will explain in a 2 parts. So we'll discuss unit 1 in a 2 parts. The first part is all about introduction to financial management. And second part of unit 1 is the time value of money. So first of all, we need to understand here money means what? Money means currency, money means coin, or money means something else. So first we understand, or we try to understand, what is the actual meaning of money in terms of finance or in a financial management, how we can define the money. And then we go for the practical aspect. Here practical aspect means how we can calculate the actual value of the money. If you say, sir, I have 100 rupees note, it means it's having 100 rupees value. But I said no. Okay. We will discuss that part also, that how we can decide the value of the money. For that, we have some methods. Generally, we have 3 methods. The first is compounding, second one is discounting, and number 3 is annuity. So this is all about a unit 1. So in a unit 1, we will discuss the introduction or the conceptual points of financial management, In the first part or in the second part, we will discuss the time value of the money. Are we clear up to this? Again, I will repeat. This is your unit 1, part 1. Total we have 5 units. This part 1 is totally theoretical part. Okay, no practical aspect is there. The second part of unit 1 is time value of money, in which first we try to understand some theoretical points and then directly we move for the practical aspect. This is all about unit 1. Now moving ahead, unit 2, and the unit 2 means financing decision. Unit 2 means financing decisions. Actually, when you are looking for a financial management, or when we are discussing the financial management, we have main 3 decisions that we will discuss later on in the unit 1 or unit 2. Okay, but we have 3 different decisions. Are you aware about this? We have 3 decisions in a financial management. If you have studied somewhere, then you might be aware. One is here on a screen. Are you aware about the remaining 2? हेलो, सी ऐसा जरूरी नहीं है कि सबको कुछ आता ही हो. मुझे भी कुछ नहीं आता ना. Some of areas are there in which I am not aware. So don't hesitate. If you say it, yes, we know, then write the answer. You may unmute yourself to answer the question. Okay. If you are not aware, simply say no. Okay. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप नहीं बोलोगे तो मैं आपको कुछ पनिशमेंट दूंगा कि भाई आप नो बोल दोगे कि सर मुझे नहीं पता है, तो आपके क्लासमेट क्या सोचेंगे. एटलीस्ट आप में हिम्मत तो है बोलने की कि मुझे नहीं पता. उनमें वो हिम्मत भी नहीं है कि मैं बोल पाऊं कि मुझे नहीं पता. वेरी नाइस. वाओ. Arju said dividend decisions. Rahil said investment and dividend decisions. Yes, investment decisions. Okay. So when we are discussing about the financial management, and specifically when we are discussing about the decisions that we need to make in the financial management, we have 3 decisions. Number 1, financing decision. Number 2, investment decision. And number 3, dividend decision. Okay. So unit 2 is all about the decision number 1, financing decision. Here finance means money, and financing decision means decision regarding the money. So when we are discussing the decisions regarding the money, we mainly looking for 2 things. Number 1, from where we can get the money, from where we can get the finance. Okay. So here our first part in the unit 1 is sources of money. From where we can get the money. Here money means finance, and finance means the different capitals. From where we can get the equity capitals, from where we can get preference capital, from where we can get the debt capital. So the first part of unit 1 is sources of finance. Okay. Number 2, if the money is available with the bank, with the financial institutes, with the other institutes, with the government, whether it is state or central, also the money is available with you and me. But when we are thinking about how we can get the money, at that time, also we need to think that at which cost this money is available. So first, from where we can get the money. The second point, And unit 2 is cost of capital. Your cost of capital means if I get the loan from the bank, at which cost I'm in a position to utilize or to get the loan from the bank. Okay, so here again we have three costs: cost of equity capital, cost of preference capital, cost of debt capital, and overall cost of capital, which is also known as weighted average cost of capital. So in a unit 2, we have again two parts. First part, which is a theoretical point, purely theoretical point, in which we try to understand from where we can get the money, sources of finance. And the second part is cost of capital. While acquiring the finance, while acquiring the money, which types of costs are they? At which cost the equity is available for us? At which cost the preference is available with us? At which cost debt is available with us? For equity capital, or for calculating the equity capital, approximately we have 4 to 5 methods. For a cost of preference capital, we have two techniques or two methods to calculate the cost of preference capital. And similarly, for a cost of debt capital, again, we have two methods. Okay, so this is all about. And the next and last point is again the practical aspect of this unit, weighted average cost of capital. So theoretical part, source of finance; practical part, cost of capital. And approximately we have 4 plus 2 plus 2. It means 8 methods, and ninth one is WACC. So total 9 methods are there, 9 techniques are there that we need to learn in the unit 2. Are we clear about the unit 2? Good. Now we are moving for the third unit. Okay, sorry, I forget this one. In the unit 2 also we have one theoretical point, and that is capital structure. Okay, capital structure means a combination of equity, preference, and debt capital. How we can combine these three? Okay, so this capital structure, determinant of capital structure, how we can decide that 50% equity, 30% preference, 20% debt. So this proportion is decided based on some factors, and that factors are known as determinants. And some experts are there, okay, and they have explained that this model is very appropriate for this industry. This model is very appropriate for this industries. So we call it a theory. Okay, so we have 3 theories that we need to understand is NI, net income; NOI, net operating income; and MM, Modigliani and Miller theory. These 3 theories are there that we need to understand under the capital structure. And last one is a leverage. Okay, we have 3 leverage: operating, financial, and combined. Again, this one is practical aspect we need to learn. And believe me, if the easiest part of this entire unit from the point of view of practical aspect, the easiest part is leverage. Okay, so in the unit 2 we have total 5 components. First is sources of finance, number 2 cost of capital, number 3 weighted average cost of capital, number 4 capital structure, and number 5 leverage. Okay, now moving for unit number 3. As I told you that we have 3 decisions in a financial management. 3 decisions are financing decision, investment decision, and dividend decisions. So the third unit will deal with the investment decision. So first of all, we try to understand that what do you mean by investment. हम किसको investment कह सकते हैं वो पहले समझेंगे. Then after, we also try to understand the different types of investment and nature, characteristics, advantages, limitations also are there. So these all are the theoretical part. Okay, concept, type, nature, limitation, advantages. These are the theoretical part. And second part is a practical part in which we try to understand which investment is the best for us, which investment give us a maximum return, which investment will give maximum benefit with the minimum cost. And for calculating this entire benefits and cost and everything about the investment, we have some techniques, we have some methods. Okay, and for your easy remembering and understanding point of view, we have decided, or we have divided this methods into two parts. The first part is non-discounting cash flow methods, also known as traditional methods. Okay, we remember this traditional methods, payback period and accounting rate of return. These two methods are there. Okay, that we need to understand. And number two is discounted method or discounting cash flow methods. In which we have net present value, internal rate of return, and profitability index. All my dears, this is very, very important for all of you, not from the point of view of examination, but from the point of view of real life. Here, real life means if you have some surplus money, okay, so where you can invest this money. Suppose I have 10 lakh rupees as of now, and I'm looking for a best investment for me. So how can I decide that this is the best investment for me? So for that, we are using these methods. Okay, so unit 3 is all about investment decision. Initially, we will try to understand the concept, funda, types, nature, advantages, and theoretical parts of investment. In the second part, in unit 3, we will try to understand the practical aspect of investment decisions, how the decisions are made for investments. Okay, probably we have 6 or 7 methods. Okay, in our syllabus we have 5 methods: payback period, accounting rate of return, net present value, internal rate of return, and profitability index. These are the methods that we need to understand. So are we clear about this one? Okay, the quick revision of first 3 units. Okay, in the first unit is all about introduction to financial management, in which we try to understand the concept, meaning, objective, functions, and role of financial manager. And in the second part of unit 1, we will try to understand the value of the money. In unit 2, this is all about financial decision. Okay, in a financial decisions, we have 5 parts: sources of finance, cost of capital, weighted average cost of capital, capital structure, and last part is leverage. In the unit 2, we have investment decision. In investment decisions, we have 2 parts. First is a theoretical part, in which we try to understand the concept, types, nature, advantages, limitations of investments. And in the second part, we try to learn a practical of investment decisions. And there are 5 methods in our syllabus. The fourth one is all about dividend decision. Okay, before going for the further discussion about the dividend, Can you tell me what do you mean by dividend? Dividend word का मतलब क्या? If I ask in a simple manner, okay? I don't want any theoretical definition of dividend. What is your understanding? This is called as a dividend. Okay. Paid to the shareholders for the investment. Very right, beta. Rahil said distribution of profits. Very good. Part of profit which is paid to shareholders. Very nice, Sivani. What about others? All the answers are right, but somehow these are portions. I'm not getting a complete answer. Interest on investment made by people. Okay, Arju, you are right. Arju भी सही है, शिवानी भी सही है, प्रिशा भी सही है, राहिल भी सही है, चारों के चारों सही है. Suppose I ask one question, okay? Profit. When I say or when I pronounce the profit word, in your mind, the clear calculation comes. What calculation? Incomes minus cost or expenses. Are you getting my point? When I say profit, simple. In your mind, it like this, okay? Incomes minus cost, incomes minus expenses. Similarly, when I say or when I pronounce the dividend word, the right answer or the simple answer is dividend is a part of profit. It is a part of profit which is distributed among the shareholders as per the investment in the company. Now the dividend word is clear? Okay, जिसने भी आंसर दिया था वो सभी सही है. Interest on investment made by people, Arju is right. Part of profit is again right. Distribution of profit and the amount paid to shareholders. These four, all the answers are right, but these are incomplete answers. The complete answer is it is a part of profit, yes, and it is distributed among the shareholders as per the investment in the company. Okay, so in the unit 4, we will discuss or we will try to understand various types of dividends. How many types of dividends are there that paid by the company to the equity shareholders or a preference shareholders? Okay. Yes, my dear. After paying operating and non-operating, it means it's include all the expenses, whether it is related to operation or it is not related to operating. Secondly, we try to understand the dividend distribution practice. Dividend distribution practice means how the companies are deciding the policies of dividend. Okay. Then after, there are 3 experts who say that if we declare the dividend, it will impact our operation, it will impact our capital, it will impact our income. Okay. So there are various views are there. These views are Walters, Jordan's, and dividend models. These 3 models are there, and these 3 models are explaining that how the dividend decisions will impact the value of the firm. That we will discuss later on. Don't worry about it. And then after we will discuss the principles of dividend policies. 2 principles are there. And lastly, we will discuss how the Indian companies are distributing the dividend, which policies they are adopting, which practices they are doing for dividend decisions. Okay, so in dividend decisions, we have types of dividend, dividend distribution practice, 3 models, principles of dividend policies, and dividend payment practice in India. So this is all about unit 4. And in the unit 4, we have all the theoretical parts except this 3 models. In 3 models, we have practical questions, but as per our university system or a guideline given by the Board of Studies, we are limiting our syllabus to a theoretical part. We are not going for the practical aspect of this. For understanding purpose, we will do the practical questions. Okay, don't worry. But in your final examinations, in your mid examinations, we don't have any practical questions from this unit. Are we clear? Okay. So without wasting further time, let me go for the number 5. Okay. Number 5 is all about working capital. In the traditional view of financial decisions, we have 3 decisions only. Okay. Financing, investment, and dividend. But in a modern view, we have a 4th decisions, and 4th decision is working capital. Can you explain me what do you mean by working capital? चलती फिरती कैपिटल ऐसा? Yes. Are you aware about working capital? Capital means fund, money. Working means what? A day-to-day, yes, indicator of short-term financial position of an organization. Wow, creditors, capital that company manager use for day-to-day expenses. Very right, very right. Thank you, my dear. Okay. So here working capital, yes, very good. Current assets minus current liabilities means working capital. So let me explain in a simple line. Okay. If we think about equity capital, if we think about preference capital or a bank loan, these all are for the long term, more than 1 year. Okay. But when or whatever the money is required for a day-to-day operation, okay, the money required or a fund required for day-to-day operations, day-to-day activities, that money, that fund or that capital is known as working capital. Generally, we have cash, we have check, we have a bank balance, we have debtors, we have creditors. All the current assets and current liabilities are the part of working capital. So now clear? Working capital means a money which is used for day-to-day operations. Again, we try to understand the concept, okay, classification of working capital, sources of working capital, how we can estimate the working capital, then operating cycle. Okay, I will explain operating cycle with the one of best video. Okay, so we will discuss that later on. Then up to how the case is managed, how the inventories is managed. In short, how company are managing the current assets and current liabilities. Okay, that we will learn practically and theoretically in the unit 5. So unit 5 is all about how the company is managing their day-to-day activities. Here, day-to-day activities means money or a fund required for day-to-day activities. How they are managing their day-to-day activities. And after completing this unit number 5, we will also try to estimate our personal working capital, okay, with a practical aspect. So as per my understanding, what I have learned from this subject is, this subject is somehow related with our personal finances. So I request all of you, okay, don't learn this subject as a subject or only for passing this semester or passing the examinations. Try to understand these subjects in a deeper manner and try to apply the principles, try to apply the decisions in your real life. You will get the idea that where we are making a mistakes and where the rich peoples are taking a proper decisions. Why this company is running so efficiently and why the X companies goes down. Why Vijay Mallya's companies goes down. Why he need to run away from the India. Why the Modi, okay, you know very well than me. And why the Jio and the Reliance, other companies and the Tatas are running where, even though the other companies are Samsung, and all this. So I request all of you, a humble request to all of you, don't take it as a subject. Take it as a learning aspect, okay? Take it as a personal, subject which is useful for your personal growth and personal financial decisions. Okay, this is all from my side about the subject specifically for a syllabus. Now just give me 2 more minutes, okay, then I'm going to end my entire session. Then your turn for 2 or 3 minutes, and then after we will going to end this session. See, this screen is visible to all of you. Yes, okay, thank you, beta. Now listen carefully. Total we have 5 units, okay. As per the number of sessions, the weightage is there, okay. Suppose here we have 48 sessions, okay. So approximately let's take it 50, okay. So here 8 sessions, it means approximately we have 15 to 16 marks for this entire unit. I am discussing weightage for the final examination. Are you getting my point? Here 8 sessions means we have questions, or we have proportions, or we have a coverage of 16 marks in the final examination. Moving ahead, 12 and 12, it means around 22 to 24 marks are there from unit 2 and unit 3. Here 6 means 12 marks and here 10 means 20 marks. So from the examination point of view, unit 2 having more weightage, unit 3 having more weightage, then after unit 5, then after unit 1, and lastly unit number 4. This is the rank as per the weightage. 2, 3, 5, 1, 4. Good. Now, this is our evaluation system. 20 marks, okay, for your assignments, class participation, your presentations, and quiz that we will conduct during the semester, okay, including your class note, because we have a practical aspect. So we need to prepare a separate book for a financial management. Okay, so purchase or get the separate book for a financial management. From tomorrow we will start the unit 1. So by the tomorrow, please be ready with your book. Okay. Internal assessment means your mid examinations. We have 30 marks for mid. And lastly, your final examinations. Actually, we have a paper of 70 marks, but we will convert the 70 in the 50. So this is your 100 marks, 20 marks for your assignment, class participation, quiz, and your books and presentation, 30 marks for a mid, and remaining 50 marks for external examination. We will follow This book, Prasanna Chandra, Financial Management Theory and Practices. Okay. Second book that I follow, Khan and Jain, again Financial Management. And the third book, which is not given here, but I prefer to refer, that is Financial Management by Ravi M. Kishore. Okay, so whatever the material or a questions or a theoretical parts are there, all the materials are from these three different books. Okay, now this is all about the examination syllabus, and now what I will give you during the semester. I provide all the PPTs, whatever we have discussed in the class. Okay, as I complete the discussions, as we have completed the discussion about the syllabus, I will upload this PPT in a Google Classroom today itself. Okay, I have PPTs for all the units, so I will provide the PPTs, plus I will provide Excel sheet for all the practical questions, in which the question and practical solution both is there, practical question and solution. Second, Excel sheet for the practical questions, and number 3, I will provide a PDF files in which the theoretical part plus practical part is there for all the units. So don't worry about the material. I will provide all the materials, including the MCQs, question for 1 marks also. Okay, so don't worry, don't go to the libraries for the material. If you want to practice, you may go, you may refer the books, but for a material requirement, you are not supposed to do anything. I will provide everything to you. This is from my side. Okay, what I required from your side: number 1, complete class book. If your attendance, class participation, quiz, assignment and your book is complete, I will give you 100 marks out of 100. Here 100 marks out of 100 means whatever we have internal component, means 20 out of 20. If all the things are as per my requirement, as per the university requirements. Okay. Number 2, mid examinations is there, that you are aware. Okay. If you need any help, I will provide a guidance about the same. Number 2, whenever I ask questions or when we are dealing with the practical questions, your support is required, because we don't have a theoretical subject, we don't have that much of theoretical proportion. Okay, that I am narrating the story and you are listening just. But here, whatever the communication is there, the communication is in between you and me. So here we have two-way communication. Okay, and also I try to do my best to explain all the concept, all the things. So for this first week, you may, वो कौन सा शॉप है, घड़ी पहले इस्तेमाल करें फिर विश्वास करें. So for initially this week, you just try me. Try me means try my method, teaching method, and let me know at the end of the week this method is appropriate. We will continue with this method or any changes are required. Okay, I will ask after 1 week. So your observation will start from this session. Okay. So this is all about from my side for today's sessions. If you have anything to share, please share. Now this mic is open for all.